E3 just happened, and as most of you may know, it's an event in which people gather to talk about all things gaming.
Life-size Lego speed chat
about legends? Why not think Mythic Quest?
Yep, all things gaming. I'm going to look at some of the major conferences and presentations that happened and rate them on whether they were a bang or a flop, but here's my grade scale. It's a 1 to 5 with a secret perfect score as well as a secret terrible score. But I don't think anybody got those. So now that I put that out there, let's begin. EA, otherwise known as EGA, they had tons of stuff to show off, including
Star Wars Jedi. They're making a Star Wars game! It's Star Wars.
To be fair, the game actually looks good, but come on dude, is this seriously all you have? Oh, it is, because the next hour is just about good old updates or games that you've been making for decades. While the Star Wars game does look really good and fun, the thing is, so was Battlefront 2 when they first announced it, but look what EA did to that. So I'm just holding off my hopes for it until it releases and then we'll see.
It's Star Wars. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really get any bigger than that.
They later talked about Apex Legends, which I'm actually surprised is still alive. They're apparently adding new content, which I know for some people who play the game.
It's been 84 years.
I might go ahead and play this game again, but I won't get my hopes up. 10 out of 10 cosplay though. EA then dragged out on talking about Madden and FIFA, which you already know are boring. Oh, but wait, what's this? Sims 4 DLC. This is it guys, EA brought the big guns. Oh man, I wasn't expecting a surprise like this. Sims 4 DLC. Woo! Yeah, EA was pretty terrible. I would give it a flopper of a rating. Let's move on. Microsoft actually had a pretty good conference. They showed up so many games, some of which I'm actually really looking forward to play. Ori 2, Battletoads, Flight Simulator, Dragon Ball Project C, 12 Minutes, Gears of War, Tales of Arise, Minecraft Dungeons, kind of, and 50 others that I don't care about. God, that was a lot of games. Oh, and finally, Xbox releasing a controller that has a rechargeable battery. I can't wait to buy the... This is why PlayStation keeps making fun of y'all. Phil? I was looking forward to seeing what the next console would look like and seeing how powerful it would be. And I'm kind of impressed that they actually raised the FPS, finally breaking away from the 60 FPS shackles that consoles suffer from. But then we just got people talking about it. I didn't want this. I wanted to see what it looked like, and then they seemed so full of themselves.
Usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before. Like, never seen before.
We're looking at frame rates up to 120 frames per second.
Talking about how it's so revolutionary breaking into 120 FPS. Shut the fuck up. This is why PC keeps making fun of y'all. Phil? At least Microsoft brought Keanu Reeves. They made a really good move with that one. And it's kind of the only thing that people remember from this conference. He's probably going to be playing a big role in this game called
Cyberpunk,
which actually looks really sick. But that wasn't what made me most excited about the conference. It was the fact that Keanu took over the internet with all his wholesome memes.
is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking. Then check this out. Then check this out. Then check this out.
Halo was another big reveal that Microsoft had at the very end, but I gotta say, I want to like this, but they gotta show me what the gameplay looks like. I can't be sold just on a cinematic cutscene alone. That was the main issue with Microsoft, just them not showing gameplay during the conference. Other than that, Microsoft had a pretty decent presentation, so I'll give them a small bang. It was good, but it wasn't anything great. Bethesda's presentation can be best summarized by
most ever, and it's all of you.
I swear dude, these guys must be like paid off or just be part of the dev team themselves. There's no way people can be so excited over people just saying words.
Hello! ありがとうございます。
All he did was say hello, and everybody freaked the fuck out. What the fuck's going on?
みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。
I'm done.
A type of game we'd never done before. Had a lot of difficulties at launch. And we got a lot of well-deserved criticism.
Well-deserved criticism, huh? I don't know, Todd. I think it goes a lot more deeper than that.
Fuck yeah, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76.
No, just let it die. Put it, bury it, and start something new. The only good things that came from this presentation was Doom Eternal and Nikomi, the wholesome Asian girl that stole the internet's heart. She talked about Ghostwire, which is a game that actually interests me, but then again, no gameplay was shown, so I don't know. Other than that, Bethesda had a pretty terrible presentation trying to hide the fact that they disappointed fans with cheesy speeches that fooled nobody. Just no. Bethesda, you get a flopper of a rating. I hope you learn and try to do better next year. Alright, moving on. Ubisoft. The orchestra was nice, but it dragged on for too long. Assassin's Creed music is just not that good to me. I don't know if anybody else thinks this way, but Assassin's Creed music is not that iconic. The Watch Dogs 3 game looks pretty cool though, being able to play as every NPC, even showing off intense grandma gameplay. Honestly, it got me hooked, but the thing is, I don't want to get false hope again, because we already know what happened with the first Watch Dogs game. But we'll find out when it releases, so who knows. Mythic Quest was this random show that the guy from It's Always Sunny from Philadelphia just brought up all of a sudden. It looks mediocre to me, and I mean, why would I care about this? It's even an Apple TV. Like, who is going to watch this? Is anybody really excited about this? Let me just fix it real quick. There we go. Ghost Recon, a franchise I don't really care about. The only thing I can remember about it was the fact that there was a really good boy Doge on the stage. Oh, and the guy from The Walking Dead is also in it. I guess that's cool, but I mean, meh. Just Dance 2020 was a weird showcase. They didn't show any of the game, but I mean, some cool choreography, I guess, if you would like to call it that. Oh wait, it's coming out for the Wii? Oh hell yeah! Time to dust off my old nunchucks, boys! That's what's up! Then Rainbow Six Quarantine and Flynn pushed Jake to Brawlhalla, which I guess were nice surprises, but nothing too exciting. I gave Ubisoft a meh of a presentation. It wasn't like bad, but it wasn't good either, so just meh. Square Enix. They started off with a strong showcase, Final Fantasy VII, making the game look amazing. Honestly, it's one of the best looking games out of the whole E3 in my opinion. Just one thing though. They mentioned that it was gonna be a 3-part release. What? Do you not realize how long it took to get part 1 out? It's coming out in 2020. Don't worry guys, I guess part 2 is gonna be out for my own kids, and then part 3 will be out for my grandkids, so I guess that's how that's gonna work. But truth be told, I am really excited to play this game. But come on, Square Enix is truly the George R.R. Martin of video games. The rest of Square Enix was basically RPG, 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 Final Fantasy, RPG, RPG, and ooh, Dragon Quest Builders 2 and Dragon Quest 11. Those were pretty cool, honestly. And also, what everybody was looking for, Avengers. And they made it look basically like the Great Value version of the ones we already know in the cinematic universe. It just feels weird seeing them like this. Why does Black Widow look like a man? Where's the gameplay? I just saw a cinematic cutscene. I don't know what the game looks like. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I don't know. So in the end, I'm gonna go ahead and give Square Enix a small bang for bringing in the goods, but making them not as great as I expected. Except for Final Fantasy VII. The only thing is, it came with a catch. we have to wait so long for the whole story. Moving on. Nintendo! What can I say? Both Banjo and the heroes from Dragon Quest, pleasing both the Western and Eastern fans. Nintendo won, dudes. I mean, I don't want to be like obvious or also be like biased since I really like Nintendo, but having Bowser come in and announce his presidency, but then Bowser coming in like, hey yo dog, it's me, Doug Bowser, and I'm the real president, then Bowser losing his mind over how he has the name Bowser. I don't know, I loved it. Luigi's Mansion actually seems like a pretty complete game with all the multiplayer aspects that I actually didn't expect. I expected it to be single player, but it has both co-op and online multiplayer, which is amazing. Then Pokemon, which I will give Nintendo a few points off for the fact that they decided to not add in every single Pokemon, and as well as the fact that it looks kinda shit. I will probably talk about this later on, but it's just, I'm a little disappointed with Pokemon. Other than that, really good games came out. Resident Evil 5 and 6. I can't be too hyped for it, but it's a nice little add-in for the Switch. As well as Witcher 3, even though it will have potato quality. No More Heroes 3, a nice surprise, not really for me, but I know how big that game is. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, which I can't wait to swing my spaghetti arms around and trying to beat Sonic at a race with Eggman. But of course, the game that everybody was looking for, Animal Crossing. I'm not a huge Animal Crossing fan, but I will play this one since it certainly looks like it's gonna be one of the best games to come to the Switch. You can just tell. And the fact that Nintendo went out of their way to delay this game because they don't want to force their team to overwork and just make sure that the game is complete and as good as it can be, just proves my point even more. But after all this, Nintendo wasn't done. No, Banjo-Kazooie was not the huge thing that came out of this E3, even though I clearly expected it to be. No, Nintendo announced a Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. God damn, look at it. It looks so ominous. Definitely reminds me of Majora's Mask. I can't wait to see what this game is gonna be about. And oh my god, just it wasn't just that, it was the fact that we got to see details and also gameplay for most of the games that they showed, which was actually so hard to find this E3. Nintendo wins this E3 for me. They honestly saved it from being a lackluster kind of event. Definitely noteworthy from them. I give them a banger. It was really good, not perfect, but still really great. So those were some of the notable events at E3, at least for me. And we have Bethesda as a flopper, EA as a flopper, Ubisoft as a meh, Square Enix as a small bang, as well as Microsoft and Nintendo as a banger. Overall, I would rate this E3 as a small bang. It wasn't great by any means, but at least it wasn't terrible or bad. Microsoft and Nintendo really saved this E3 from being lackluster, but I mean, what can you expect? They were the major ones to come out of this. As well as Square Enix, I guess, with Final Fantasy VII, but that was about it. Oh, and Keanu Reeves. He was the true savior of E3. How can I forget? Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one.